I'm Betsy Wilson. I'm the Executive Director of NPC Friends and Family, and we have just had our 11th annual Pedal the Petrified, which is a non-competitive bike tour of Petrified Forest National Park. Brings people from all over the Southwest to ride in this amazing, beautiful setting and raise money for scholarships for the students of Northland Pioneer College. Our ride is limited to 250 riders a year, so it is exclusive. We usually end up between cancellations and such with about 220, which is what we had today. The tour is a circuit of Petrified Forest National Park. Riders begin in the north at the Painted Desert end of the park and ride south to Rainbow Forest, which is in the big petrified logs end of the park. There they can choose to be shuttled back to the ride start, or they can turn around and ride back. The shuttle option is 50 kilometers and the full ride is 100 kilometers and takes in everything across the high desert plateau, including petrified wood, amazing colors, amazing settings, amazing shapes and sculptures, and it's a unique ride like no other. So the reason this ride is such a huge success is because I have a cadre of over 50 amazing volunteers. Most of them are members of the NPC family. They work in the maintenance department, they work in student services, they work in marketing, and they come out and volunteer time on their Saturday to make it a success for the riders. So the maintenance guys drive our shuttles and set up cargo stops. We have people that volunteer to man 7 different what we call SAG stops, where riders can stop for water and refreshments throughout the course. They take pictures of riders, and we're all just really appreciative for what this ride does for our Northland Pioneer College students. And I will say that this is the only time in 11 years that we've had high winds. And so this was a little bit of a windy ride for a lot of our riders, but we've just finished successfully getting the last one off the course and getting ready to pack up. So we want to especially thank the National Park Service and Petrified Forest National Park for being such amazing partners. And also we're sponsored by La Posada, that wonderful historic hotel in Winslow, Arizona, where many of our riders stay and make this a destination event, and by Summit Healthcare in Show Low, our regional medical center. And then we also receive sponsorship from the Baymont Hotel in Holbrook and also the Super 8. We want to give a shout out to them this year, not only for their amazing sponsorship, but for also providing riders with that early breakfast and some discounts on their stays in Holbrook. We can't forget the behind the scenes folks. The Pour Station in Show Low provides us with all the water, which is super important for riders to have clean, fresh water at every stop, and they provide that for us every year. And then our staff at the campuses and centers do things like making snacks for the riders, making cookies. They finish that 100-kilometer ride, which is the equivalent of about 63 miles, and they're welcomed with peanut butter sandwiches and chocolate milk, which is great recovery food for a long ride. Like most national parks, Petrified Forest is located in a pretty remote area, so we really appreciate the support of Holbrook EMS and Taylor Snowflake Fire and Medical for being with us on the ride every year, here to take care of any medical needs our riders might have. In 11 years, there hasn't been much more than a skin knee, but we're always really reassured having them with us.